Afternoon. Today we are going to discuss about interactions with the physical components in UI design. User interface design, we have used in a Figma tools. I'm concentrated on Figma tool, which is an open source online device. That is a software tool which going to create a user friendly. So here the interaction with physical components refers to the integrations of tangible or physical elements in the digital into the digital interface. So, what are the physical elements? So, we are using a mobile. In that mobile, we having a key options. That is key elements have to be physical components such as keyboards and tabs and buttons and some extra informations to enhance the user experience by providing more intuitive and or engaging the interface. So there is some examples and considerations for integrating physical components of UI design. So first one is haptic feedback. So we having a sense of touch. So we need a sense of touch. So what is the sense of touch? If you are using a mobile, if you are going for if you are sensor, we are going for set a security password. Instead of security password, we use a single sensor fingerprint. So that is a sense of touch. So if you touch it will be act as a working. So that is an haptic feedback. For example, a smartphone might vibrate softly when a button is pressed, providing confirmations to the users. So when the vibrations mode will be available, the when the vibration mode will be there, it is a subsequent button is pressed. So that is the that is the one of the feedback. Next one is buttons and switches. So in this left side, we having an on button, on off button, yes or no button, and on or off button. These are the some of the buttons we have used for the switches in the UI user interface. They involved incorporating visual representations of physical buttons, sliders, toggles that users can interact with using touch gestures. So these are the buttons and switches. Next one is scroll wheels and knobs. So scroll wheels and knobs. So implements these scroll wheels or knobs that users can manipulate to control certain parameters. So the particularly we have the adjustments we when we need, and such as image editing or audio mixing apps. So if the scrolling type is best example is we are using a web page, that is any web page. For example, I'm using a book my show for booking a ticket. When we scroll down, we will move on the next icons, and we will finally it will be submitted. So that is it. Next one is gestures and motions. So the gesture is nothing but we having a sensors device to enable gesture based interactions. So we having a sensor devices. So instance tilling a device could trigger a specific actions, creating more dynamic and interactive experience. So touch and pressure sensitivity. So here the design interface that responds to varying the levels of touch or pressure. This can be useful in applications like digital drawing or note taking, where the different levels of pressures can produce different strokes or effects. So next one is augmented reality AR elements. So the augmented reality is nothing but we have AR VR components. So reality to overlay the digital information to the physical world. The users can interact with both the physical and digital elements seamlessly, mixed reality experience. Next one is customizable hardware integrations. The consider the designing UIs can integrate with the external physical devices or accessories. For example, if fitness apps could synchronize with the wearable devices to display real-time health data. So next one is physical stimulations. So here the physical stimulation is nothing but physics based interactions to mimic real world behaviors. For example, drag and drop interactions could include realistic physics, providing users with more natural and immersive experiences. Physical simulations. Next one is tangible interfaces. They explore tangible user interfaces that involves the physical objects interacting with digital content. So we having a tabletops or sense the touch sensitive surfaces that responds to physical objects based on them. So the last one is branding and aesthetics. Incorporate the physical metaphors or textures in UI design to evoke the sense of familiarity or associations with real world objects. This can enhance the overall aesthetic appeal or user engagement. So these are the components, physical components and interactions in user UI design. So this is the user interface that is interactions with the user. Some of the components we discussed. So next class we will discuss about the next one.